Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to apply different image filters using the built-in CIFilters in React Native's new architecture for iOS. So this video is only for iOS only. So let's see how to do this. So firstly I will show you guys all the different filters which I will be using. Then I will show you all the code and all the steps for it. Okay, let's just show the simulator over here. So firstly I'll show you how the original image looks like. So here I have just taken one some static image of this person, and we have to use a native component because directly using a React Native's image won't work for us. That's why I have added the image inside our Xcode project. So this is the original image, and here you can see that I am firstly applying this sapphire tone, sepia tone, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, and this is how the filter looks like. So I'll keep applying each and every filter, and later on we'll see the code for it. So next I'll apply false color, bokeh blur. Just keep concentrating on this output as well. Then bump distortion, then circular screen, circular wrap, then CMY key half tone, color invert, then color monochrome, color posterize, then comic effect, then crystallize, then depth of field, and disk blur, Gaussian blur, hatched screen, then hide field from mask, hexagonal pixelate, hole distortion, kaleidoscope, there are tons of filters, so if you are bored you can just increase the oh, I think the app crashed. I don't know why. Okay, let me rerun it again. This is interesting. Maybe I think the hot refresh or the hot restart or fast refresh, whatever we call it in React Native, maybe that just gave out because of how many filters I was applying simultaneously. But anyways, I have tested this with native iOS application and each and every filter works perfectly fine. So in the meantime, what you can do is open this new architecture docs for Fabric native components. I will be copying a lot of code from this documentation, so keep this documentation handy. So here you can see linear S2 sRGB tone curve, then line overlay, okay, then line screen, then maximum component, then minimum component, morphology gradient, then motion blur, then 9-part stretched, 9-part tiled, then perspective transform, then perspective transform with extend, then photo effect chrome, photo effect fade, then photo effect instant, photo effect mono, photo effect noir, photo effect process, photo effect tonal, photo effect transfer, pinch distortion, pixelate. Okay, then pointillis, I am not really sure how to pronounce it. Then spotlight. Okay, then sRGB, tone curve to linear, then straighten filter, stretch crop, then thermal, then twirl distortion, then there is a vignette effect and X-ray. Almost done. And the last one is zoom blur. In case if you don't pass anything, we are just applying zoom blur again. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let's see how to do this. So firstly, again, like I told you, I'm using this documentation. So I'm using React Native CLI. So first I have created this folder called RTN my image view. Inside that I have created this package.json file. Again, I have copy pasted everything from the documentation. Only this name has been changed, and this name has been changed, and this name has been changed. Rest everything remains the same. Then I have created a podspec file. Again, I have copy pasted it from the documentation, and only this name changes. Then I have created a JS folder. Inside that I have created a TypeScript file with this particular name. Name is important, so whatever is your folder name followed by native component.ts. Again, I have copy pasted everything from the doc. Only the prop name has been changed to name, so this would be our filter name, and here this name has been changed to whatever is our folder name. Rest everything remains the same. Then if you see the doc, it says that create an iOS folder. We won't be doing that over here because we want to make use of Swift. That's why all the code is written inside the XE workspace inside Xcode. But before we write this, there are few commands which you have to run. So firstly, to enable the new architecture for iOS, you will have to cd to this iOS directory on your terminal, and then you will have to run this particular command. Once you run that, you will cd to the root of your React Native project, so whatever is your React Native project name, and then run this command. Once you do that, you will have to do cd ... It will move you outside your React Native project. Then you will have to run this particular command, but here instead of rnapp you will have to write your own project name. As you can see, my project name is rnapp over here. That's why I'm writing rnapp over here as well as over here, and this should be your folder name, so our folder name. So once this is done, again you will have to cd to the main iOS folder which we have, and then run this particular command. So this will do pod install for our project. All right, so once that is done, to use it you can import it something like this. Initialize it, give it some width and height, and pass the filter name to whatever you want. Then I have opened the XE workspace of our iOS folder inside Xcode, and if you see, now again I'm following the documentation. So firstly, I have created this header file. Again, I have copy pasted it from docs, so only this name changes, rest everything remains the same. Then I have created an RTN my image view manager Objective-C file, but I have changed the extension to .mm, which is Objective-C++. Again, I have copy pasted everything from docs, only this name has been changed, this has been changed, this has been changed, and here the prop name is name, which we had defined it inside the TypeScript file. Then again I have created another Objective-C file called RTN my image view, but changed the extension to .mm, so it is Objective-C++. Again, I have copy pasted most of it from docs, only this name has been changed, this, and this has been changed. Given that we will be creating a Swift file as well, so just create a Swift file called my image view. Xcode will ask, do you want to create a bridging header? Click yes, and then you will have to write your project name over here. As you can see, my project name is rnapp, so whatever is your project name -swift.h will be common for everyone. Then you will have to copy this bit of code, and then again this has been copied from the documentation, but only this names has been changed everywhere. And here we are initializing creating variable for our Swift file. Again, this has been copied from docs, only this name has been changed. This has been copied from entire from docs, and here we are initializing our Swift file. So our Swift file also takes the name which is the filter name, but currently we don't have it, so that's why I'm passing it as empty. Then we add it to our view, and here you can see I'm using the same width and height which I have used it on the React Native side as well. If you are passing some dynamic width and height, make sure just like I'm passing this name prop, you can pass the width and height as well. Okay, then here we get the props. So once we get the prop, I have just called this name setter, which I have defined it inside my Swift file and pass the NS string value to it. And again, this has been copied from docs, only this names has been changed. Similarly, this has been copied from docs as well, only this names has been changed. Then inside our Swift file, don't forget to add one image inside your images folder, otherwise it might not work for you. So here I have imported UI kit as well as core image CIFilter built-in. We are extending UI view. Here we are creating our UI image. This is our filter. I'll come back to this in a bit, but here you can see we are initializing our init method. So we are passing the name and we are initializing our image view, adding it to our main parent view as well. This is also mandatory. These are all the methods which does the actual filtering of images part, but I'll come back to that later. Let's come back over here. So whenever you pass name as a prop, this gets called. So did set. So here I'm checking if we have a proper name or not, and not equal, it should not be equal to null or empty. Then I'm just loading our lake image. So as you can see, the name of the image is lake, but change to whatever your image name is. So we convert that UI image to CI image. Then depending on the filter name you pass, we just apply the relevant filter. So you can just copy paste it for now, like pause the video if you want. I'll show you the actual filter logic for each and every filter method in a bit. So for now you can just copy paste all this code. I'll just simply scroll through slowly. Okay, so once we get the filter, we get an output image from it, and then we create a CI context. We create a CG image out of it, so passing our output CI image, and then once we have the CG image, we create a UI image out of it, and then we just apply it to our image view. And will set, we are not really using it. Now I will simply scroll through this. You can pause wherever the video where you want to. So these are all the method implementations. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.